Welcome to the Retirement Guide Podcast. I'm your host, George Jameson, the owner of Capital Wealth Group, a fee-only advisory firm. Whether you're nearing retirement or already retired, join me each week as we explore the world of retirement planning and equip you with the knowledge and tools you need for a successful retirement.
Welcome back to your Retirement Guide Podcast. I'm George Jameson, certified financial planner and founder of Capital Wealth Group. Many of us in our 50s and 60s want to know when we can retire. Today's episode sort of flips the script. Instead of asking, can I retire? Let's ask, what habits and behaviors trip up those who shouldn't retire, at least not yet? Here's the truth. You can have a hefty nest egg and still struggle if certain financial behaviors aren't in check. In this episode, we'll explore 4 common red flags I see in clients who aren't quite ready to retire. Number 1, credit card balances. You might be thinking, I pay my minimum payment each month. How bad can it be? But constantly carrying a credit card balance signals a behavior that clashes with the retiree's mindset. In retirement, every dollar counts. You're living off a fixed income, and high interest debt can erode your purchasing power faster than inflation. If you walk into retirement carrying large credit card debts, that behavior needs to be in the rearview mirror. Now, don't get me wrong, I recommend using credit cards, especially over debit cards, due to security and fraud protection. But you definitely don't want to carry a balance, and you want to pay them off in full each month. So if this is you, one action step can be make sure you pay off all credit card balances before setting your retirement date. If you're not there yet, consider a debt snowball and absolutely pay off those credit card debts before retirement. And number 2, having a car or truck loan in retirement. Now, I'm not totally against financing a car. After all, I prefer credit cards for purchases too, for the fraud protection. But rolling a car loan into retirement, to me, that's a red flag. I've seen clients in their late 50s still making $500 to over $1,000 monthly auto payments. And it raises questions. Are you buying too expensive cars? Are you not keeping vehicles long enough? Or are you just comfortable carrying debt because your portfolio covers it? Even a 0% auto loan can backfire. Sure, your money might be earning 7 or 8% in the market, but that comes with market risk. A car depreciates the moment you drive it off the lot. So in retirement, your goal should be no debt. So pay off that loan before retirement. And then going forward, there's nothing wrong with buying a reliable, used 3 to 5-year-old vehicle outright. So what's the action item? Plan to own your vehicles debt-free by your retirement date. Extend the life of your cars by taking care of them. Try to reduce turnover and reallocate that monthly payment toward living expenses or travel or whatever hobbies you enjoy doing. And now number 3, mortgages. This is a big one. Your home. I'd estimate about 30% of the people I talk to still have a mortgage at retirement. Now first, having a low-rate mortgage can make sense. If you currently have a 2.5% mortgage rate, you can get 4 or 5% in some type of guaranteed investment. That arbitrage can work. But here's the catch. When you stop earning a paycheck, you're relying on distributions from your portfolio to make the mortgage payment. And that mortgage payment becomes a non-negotiable expense. When I review cash flows, I ask, can you write a check today to pay off the mortgage? If the answer is yes, but I don't want to because my payment is low and have a very low interest rate, in this case, it may be okay to carry a mortgage in retirement. However, I prefer clients go into retirement mortgage free. It's often more of a mindset and gives you peace of mind. It's mentally freeing and simplifies your budget. No lender to contact, no escrow to track, just you and your retirement income. So what's the action item here? If your mortgage rate is above 3.5%, consider paying it off before retirement. If it's below 3.5%, it's okay to carry a mortgage. And then number 4, not having a budget. Perhaps the most surprising is a lack of a budget going into retirement. You would think someone with a 7-figure portfolio would have every dollar tracked. But so many people tell me, I'm not sure what I spend. I guess it could be around $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month. Not really sure. That vague somewhere between attitude may be okay for some, but in retirement, I strongly suggest getting a more precise figure. In retirement, your cash flow flips. There's no more saving for retirement. Now you're spending. And more importantly, you have more time to spend it. Between hobbies, travel, kids, grandkids, and so on. So if you don't plan, you could overshoot. I challenge clients to build a budget spreadsheet, categorizing current expenses, then adjust for retirement changes before they retire. Here's what typically drops. 401k contributions obviously go away. Payroll taxes drop. Kids' tuition. But what often rises is healthcare cost, home maintenance cost, and then all those leisure and travel activities. So what's the action step or action item here? Draft a detailed annual budget before you retire. You can also practice living off that budget to make sure it's realistic. And then revisit it quarterly or twice a year, at least during the first 2 years of retirement, to capture your real spending patterns and then adjust accordingly. So there you have it. 4 behaviors that signal you may not be ready for retirement, which include large credit card balances, auto loans, possibly mortgage debt, depending on your situation, and then not having a budget. If any of these resonate, don't panic. Recognizing the issue is the first step toward fixing it. And before we close, I want to hear from you. Are there any other red flags you've encountered? Drop a comment on our website at capitalwealthplan.com or send me an email at george@capitalwealthplan.com. And if you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who's asking, can I retire? I'm George Jameson with Capital Wealth Group. Hope you have a great day and see you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Retirement Guide. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a 5-star review to help others discover the show. For questions, ideas, or discuss your retirement plan, reach out to me, George Jameson, at Capital Wealth Group. If you'd like a free retirement review, visit our website at capitalwealthplan.com to learn more. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more insightful retirement planning in future episodes. And now for the disclaimer. The information discussed in this podcast is for general explanations and education only. It is not tax, legal, or investment advice. Before considering acting on any information heard here, first consult with your tax, legal, or investment advisor. Thank you and have a great day.